Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about the high frequency transmission lines. Okay, so the assumptions, what are the assumptions we have to made for the analysis of high frequency transmission line, and we are going to discuss about the parameters of the open wire line and coaxial wire line in high frequencies. Okay, so the first one, when we are using the transmission line in high frequencies, okay, that is in the range of radio frequency megahertz and gigahertz, and we have to take some considerations. Okay, so what are the assumptions we have to take means the assumptions usually made are: first one, at a high frequency, okay, if the high frequency signals are traveling via our transmission line, the skin effect is very considerable. Okay, so that the currents may assumed to be as flowing on the conductor surface. So at a high frequency the skin effect is very considerable. That is what a skin effect means. The current components are flowing on the surface of the conductor. Okay, so if it is a coaxial cable or open wire line, so the currents are flowing on the surface of the conductor, not on inside. Okay, so due to that one, the internal inductance becomes zero. Okay, so this is the first assumption. Because of the current flowing on the surface of the conductor, the internal inductance becomes zero. Okay, it is the first point. Then the second point, due to skin effect, the resistance R increases with in square root of frequency. Okay, so the resistance R value, it is related directly proportional to the square root of frequency. This is the second thing. But the inductance, the reactance omega L, it is directly varying with the frequency. That means the omega L value, it is very greater than R. That is, the resistor R is very less when compared to omega L. Okay, this is the second assumption. And the third one, if the lines are at a radio frequency, that is high frequency, the leakage conductance G becomes zero. So these are all the three assumptions we are usually making in order to analyze the high frequency transmission line. Okay, so when the high frequencies are traveling via the transmission line means, the first one, the skin effect is very considerable. That means the current, it will flow on the surface of the conductor, not inside. Okay, so due to that one, the internal inductance becomes zero. Then the second point is the resistance R is it increases proportional to the frequency F. Okay, and the resistance R is very less when compared to omega L. Okay, so that's why the line becomes a small dissipation line. And the third one, the leakage conductance becomes zero. Okay, so these are all the assumptions. So that's why while analyzing the high frequency line, so we may consider the two things. One is the resistance R is very small with respect to omega L. Okay, so if the resistance R is very small when compared to omega L means, that line we are considering as a small dissipation line. Since this transmission line is providing very small dissipation, the R is very less when compared to omega L means that line is called a small dissipation line. Okay, and the second assumption we are considering, the R is completely negligible when compared to omega L. That is, R is equal to zero. In some analysis, we are making R is equal to zero. So this line is called as zero dissipation line. So small dissipation means the R is very less when compared to omega L. If R is zero means that line is called as a zero dissipation line. Okay, then the next thing, so we are going to analyze the parameters of open wire line at high frequencies. Okay, so already you know, if you are using uh, the wire line, that is the open wire line transmission line, in order to carry the high frequency means, so already you know, the current is flowing on the surface of the conductor. Okay, because of the skin effect. So that's why the internal flux and internal inductance, it becomes zero. Okay, so that's why the inductance of open wire line, it can be written as, okay, so this is the formula, you just remember it. The inductance of the open wire line, it becomes L equal to 4 into 10 to the power minus 7 ln of d by a. Okay, or in terms of logarithmic, 9.21 into 10 to the power minus 7 log of d divided by a. Okay, so this is the formula for the inductance of open wire line, where a is the radius. Okay, radius of open wire line. D is the distance between two open wire lines. So this is one open wire line, this is one open wire line, two parallel open wire line, where the distance between the two open wire line, it is called as capital D, and the radius of each open wire line, it is said to be A. Okay, then similarly, the value of capacitance of open wire line, it is not affected by the skin effect. Okay, so that is during the traveling of high frequency signal via open wire line, the capacitance of open wire line, it does not changes. So what is the capacitance formula means? The capacitance C equal to pi epsilon naught divided by ln of D divided by A. Okay, or if you are substituting the pi value and epsilon naught value, we will get 27.7 divided by ln of D by A microfarad per meter. Okay, so this is the formula for the capacitance of open wire line. Here D is the distance between the two open wire line, A is the radius. Okay, A is the radius. Then the next one, the skin depth. Okay, the skin depth or the effective thickness of the particular open wire line, it is denoted by del equal to 1 divided by square root of pi f mu A, mu sigma, where sigma is a conductivity. Okay, F is the operating frequency. Then the resistance value. So already the resistance of the particular transmission line, if the high frequency signal carrying means the resistance R is directly proportional to square root of F. Okay, so if the direct current is passing through the transmission line means the resistance offered is R DC equal to K divided by pi A squared. Okay, where K is nothing but it's a reciprocal of conductivity, and A is the radius of open wire line. Okay, then if the open wire line is carrying the alternating current means the resistance is given by R AC equal to K divided by 2 pi A del. Okay, so if you are substituting this skin depth del value here, we may get a K divided by 2A into square root of mu sigma by pi into square root of F. So from this formula, we can say that the resistance R is directly proportional to the square root of frequency. Okay, so for open wire line, the resistance R is directly proportional to the square root of frequency. So the resistance increases with increasing frequency. Okay, then if you are taking the ratio for this RAC and RDC, we may get the formula like that, 7.53 A into square root of F. Okay, so this is the ratio for AC frequency and DC frequency. Okay, so you see, if the high frequency signals are flowing via open wire line means the internal inductance becomes reduced. So that inductance formula is 4 into 10 to the power minus 7 ln D by A. Okay, the capacitance value, it does not changes. So the capacitance formula is 27.7 by ln D by A. Okay, and the DC resistance is K by pi A squared. AC resistance is K by 2A square root of mu sigma by pi into square root of F. Okay, then the next one, the another one transmission line used to carry the high frequency is coaxial cable. So we are going to discuss about the parameters of coaxial cable. Okay, so similar to open wire line, the parameters of coaxial cable is also modified. Okay, due to the presence of high frequency currents on the line. So because of the skin effect, the current flows only on the surface of the conductor. So it eliminates the flux linkages. Okay, so already you know. So similarly, the inductance of coaxial cable is given by mu naught divided by 2 pi into ln B by A, or otherwise 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 ln B by A. Okay, if in terms of logarithmic means 4.6 into 10 to the power minus 7 log B by A. Okay, so where this A and B, okay, A is the radius of inner conductor, B is the radius of the outer conductor. So coaxial line means it is having inner conductor and outer conductor. So the radius of outer conductor is B, the radius of inner conductor is A. Okay, this is the formula. Then similarly, the capacitance of coaxial cable is not affected by high frequency current. Okay, so what about the value of capacitance means the C equal to 2 pi epsilon by ln B by A. Okay, or if you are substituting this 2 pi epsilon value, we will get 55.5 epsilon r divided by ln b by a. So this is the capacitance of coaxial cable. Okay, then due to the skin effect, the AC resistance of the coaxial cable is given by K divided by pi into del 1 by A plus 1 by B, where A is said to be the radius of inner conductor, B is nothing but a radius of the outer conductor. Okay, so similarly, if you are substituting this skin depth del value here, we may get the formula 4.16 into 10 to the power minus 8 square root of F 1 by A plus 1 by B. Okay, so according to this equation, the resistance of the coaxial cable is directly proportional to the square root of frequency. Okay, so similar to open wire line, for if the direct current is carrying means the resistance of the coaxial line is given by 1 by pi del 1 by A squared plus 1 divided by C squared minus B squared, where A already radius of inner conductor, B is nothing but radius of outer conductor, C is nothing but the radius of outer radius of the outer conductor. Okay, so according to this formula, so the resistance, okay, so you see according to this RAC, the resistance increases with increase in frequency. Okay, so these are all the parameters, that is the inductance value, capacitance value, and the resistance value of coaxial line as well as the open wire line if the high frequency signals are traveling via this. Okay, so if high frequency signals are traveling via transmission line, the inductance value it reduces. Okay, the capacitance value there is no change, the resistance value is directly proportional to the square root of frequency. Okay, so these are all the things to remember in this, and you just go through this formula. Using this formula you may get a problem also, we can solve the problem in later videos. Okay, so thanks for watching my channel. If you want to learn the unit 1 and unit 2 transmission lines and RF system lecture videos as well as the MCQ videos in my channel, there is a 2 separate playlist is created in the name of transmission lines and RF system for lecture videos, transmission lines and RF system, MCQ for MCQ videos. Okay, or otherwise I will give link for those videos in the description box, you can refer it. Okay, so thank you, we will meet in the next video.